Welcome, crypto metaversians. I am MegaXRPMan, Mega for short, and today marks a special day as this is my first time on YouTube, and I'm excited to share my opinions with you to invoke increased awareness of what's going on with crypto and the future of gaming. Let's join together to create a common bond of friendship as we explore all that is to come in the new metaverse. Today, I'm going to give a general overview of what I think will be one of the top platforms that will reshape the future of gaming as we know it, which is Gala Games. If you've never heard of Gala Games, they are a blockchain-based gaming platform. You can think of them like Steam, but on the blockchain that unlocks a whole new universe of possibilities to the players. The cool thing is you can play games and earn Gala tokens, which currently runs on the Ethereum network, but I have even better news that it will also be minted on the upcoming Flare network, which I'm super ecstatic about, as we will have supreme speed of transactions, ultra low fees, you could say bye-bye slow ETH transaction times, and insane gas fees, just terrible, yeah. So with that general description, we can take a look here. We're on the Gala Games site, where you have different options and tabs here at the top. So the home gives you general information about, what Gala Games is, and information about Gala nodes, but we'll get into that another time. You can join the Gala Games community, and then you also will have just additional things, like for example here we have what's called the Mirandis exemplars. That's going to be for a game, RPG game called Mirandis, and these are essentially what you see here. These are NFTs, in short. These NFTs will allow you to play these different characters that have unique abilities. So you can have the different class of races, but they'll have multiple perks. And the cool thing is, since they're NFT based, when you're able to purchase one, you can attain it and use it in the actual game, and you yourself will have those special abilities. And if other players don't purchase these exemplars, essentially they would be the same type of class, but they just wouldn't have these special abilities. But the cool thing again is that these are on the blockchain, so these are yours. And the great thing about Gala Games, which to me is game breaking, is that you will be able to purchase these, and not only purchase these and use these in the game, you can, if you like, go on the open market and essentially list your NFTs and then sell them if you so choose to, along with purchasing these various NFTs. And it's not just for these characters, it'll be for a plethora of things. So for example, you have the various NFTs for the different games, skins, so have you. So what we'll do is go ahead and take a look at the game. So here we have what I'll say is Gala Games' premier game for the moment. I'll say, I mean, there's something for everyone, but I'll say Townstar right now is mainly the Limelight one because there's an open beta. And to let you know, Townstar is a simulation, I don't want to say farm simulation. It's more of a town simulation that allows you to build different towns. You can do farming, you can do industrial, ranching, bakery, all types of different industries. And the core goal is to export and sell different goods, and when you sell them, you gain revenue for your town, and also what's called star points. And the star points is what allows you to rise in the rankings. So every week there is a weekly competition, and also there are times when a person can do the essentially what I would say normal server, where it's not a competition, because with the competition every week or each week, you can compete with others, and actually, if you perform well, if say for example, if you were to place top 100, you can earn what is called the Gala token. And the Gala token is essentially the cryptocurrency token of Gala Games. That is pretty much the gist of it. Let us go ahead and take a look. We can go to the store. So this allows us to just get a general sense of how the towns can be created. So we have the various towns. You can compete and win NFTs along with trading them, and that's what I love about Gala Games is we'll be able to own our in-game items. They'll be our digital assets. So that is Townstar, and just a reminder, there is a Discord and also Telegram for Gala Games if you seek to join. Great resource for information. So for example, we're here looking at the various NFT items. These would be the top sellers, and you have different skins. So what's happening here is we have these skins from another game that is in development called Mirandis, and these skins you can then purchase to then retrofit or apply a skin to different buildings and characters in Townstar. So that's a nifty feature there that I haven't gotten one yet, but it's just cool that it's available. So we also have these additional NFTs. These essentially would grant additional bonuses to whatever you're producing. So we have, for example, wheat, and there's different grades. So like here, this would be more like common. Well, it's not actually common, but you have different grade tiers of the NFTs that give essentially certain bonus perks, and then basically it's tiered. So you can look at these colors as the different grades: green, blue, purple, and gold, from the least to the most as far as what it grants you. But one thing I can say is even this one would grant a powerful bonus in the game. You also have various storage items that you can store your different, I'll say your different component items, or just things that you would be using to craft into other products. So again, it has the same type of tier structure for what's most common to what's most rare. So as you see, if we start here, this water tower would have 10,000 total. The rare water tower, 5,000. We have the epic water tower where there's 2,500, and then the legendary, you have a legendary, well, it's not a water tower, but you have the legendary water tower, which there are 1,500. So as you go up in the tier, you'll get additional bonuses and traits to those NFTs that you can use in the game, and they'll be fewer and fewer. So these will be a rarity, which is cool. Some people who like to collect different parts, they have what's called the crane bot, which is this here. So this crane bot, what it does is it helps speed up the building process in the world of Townstar. So you can basically use that to assist with building faster. So there is the actual crane bot, where if you wanted to purchase directly, you could. Or some people, what they like to do is purchase the various component items to build a set. which then will craft into the crane bot. So that's just a general overview of Townstar. So what we'll do is go back to games, and what I'll say is this game right here, Mirandis, I definitely have a serious interest in this game. I've always loved RPGs, and with this game, it's a fantasy RPG. Let's go ahead and we will jump in to take a look. So let's just take a look. Oh, one thing to let you know, the developer is Gala Games. The platform will be Mac and PC. It's in development. So there's the alpha hasn't started yet, but it's slated to start later this year, and then beta sometime next year. Things can change, but that's just what I know as of now. So if we take a look, Mirandis, let's just go over this. So Mirandis is an epic fantasy RPG set in a massive world ruled by 5-player monarchs. In game, players have absolute freedom of choice. They can set out into the wilderness alone to try their fortunes against the monsters of the deep woods and dungeons. Join with one of the monarchs to serve as a knight in their court, or set up shop in one of the 5 great cities of the realm. Player ownership of in-game assets is a central mechanic, with players being able to hold land deeds which allow them to claim parts of the wilderness and set up holdfasts ranging from small farms to massive cities. In Mirandis, you decide who you will be and choose your own quest in the epic fight against evil. So what's cool about this is we can carve out our own path. We have the power to become whatever we want to be in the game, which I'm super excited. From what I'm understanding, when you play the game, you will essentially be able to either, if you wanted to accept a job, for example, to collect wood to bring to a wood shop, you'd be paid. Now I don't have the true specifics yet of how all that will work, but that's the general scope of that. Or if you're the adventurous type, you can go out and adventure into the wilderness, to seek just whatever's out there. What I can say is this is pretty cool. I don't know if you'd fight this boss, but that's cool there. And this is just a general kind of layout. I believe here this should be one of the great citadels. And what's so cool is that I love the fact that the Flare Network actually purchased one of those monarchs, which would be the Citadel of the Moon. So that's the one right here. So this Citadel of the Moon was purchased by Flare Network, and my goal is to try to join to somehow be a part of Citadel of the Moon, because I love the Flare Network, Flare token, and everything. So I'm gonna get involved, try to get involved with the Citadel of the Moon. Essentially the citadels will have a king, and there's 5 of them in total, and they each king will have their own power, and I believe they will grant certain bonuses to players if they so choose. Don't quote me on that, but that's just what I've been hearing. Could be wrong, but we will see in time. Let me go ahead back, and you have in Mirandis, you have the various characters. So right now, these are the exemplars, which are the characters, as mentioned before, who have special gifts and abilities. So right now they're being sold. They go pretty fast, but also, as you can see, they're land deeds, so you yourself can actually own land in the game, and property, which is pretty cool. And again, it's on the blockchain and it's yours. And when the time comes, you can sell You can sell your deed if you want, or or even your NFTs for exemplars, items, and such. So we have land deeds, and they're going to scale just like we discussed as far as different tiers: green, blue, purple, gold. That will be essentially tied to the rarity. As you can see, as the items become more rare, or the deeds become more rare, the price dramatically increases. So there are a couple left here, but that's the gist of that. So also, as you can see, these exemplars, they pretty much sell out fast. You have some that there are a few left of certain ones, but depending on when you watch this video, they probably would have been sold out. One thing I can say is you have these are, I'll say, the hottest commodities, because as you can see, each elf exemplar costs roughly 2 Ethereum, whereas a human exemplar is around 0.08 Ethereum. And you can see the variance with the various other races like dwarves and orcs. And also you have the halfling. I think the halflings are pretty cool. I like this even strides one because from what I know, it has a movement speed bonus. Let's check that out. By perfectly controlling their weight distribution, they're able to fully glide over terrain using less energy, reduce energy costs when running. So they're pretty fast, is what I got from the Discord. So, what's cool is if you want to be a person who crafts potions and sells, you could do that. If you want to be a person who sells weapons and armor, you can do that as well. If you want to go out and I believe if you want to go out and fight monsters, and maybe when you kill the monsters, you would attain maybe gold, or I'm not sure of how the currency will work to, when you're killing, say for example, a wolf. And from what I know, wolves would not be easy, but let's just hypothetically say if you were able to kill either a beast or monster, you probably will gain experience and go to then be able to use in town to do things like buy food, seek shelter to be able to sleep, because you'll need energy, and food helps with your healing, if I'm not mistaken. And also when you sleep helps you restore energy, and if you don't do those things, you'll essentially be tired, and if you don't have the energy, there will be certain things you won't be able to do, like execute certain moves. So that's a cool dynamic where you can't just do moves willy-nilly. So yeah, in future videos I will go more in depth into each game, and I think I kind of did just now, but it's pretty exciting. So let's check out another game that is in development. We don't know yet who the developer is, but it's going to be browser based, and it's called Fortified. So Fortified is a tower defense game, and if we take a look, it's your classic tower defense. You have tower based structures, and there will be incoming enemies that try to come in and destroy essentially your main stronghold. So let's just take a look here, because it's not in beta yet, just like Mirandis. So it says Fortified is an epic PvP tower defense game set in a fantastical medieval world. In game, players will be able to compete with one another to build the best tower defense strategies, utilizing everything from basic arrows and archery to the arcane arts. Compete with other players on your own terms, on your own land, or meet on neutral territory to battle it out to see who will take home the prize. Player ownership of assets is an important part of each part of the game, but those without land or NFTs will still be able to join and compete, potentially earning part of the prize pool. In Fortified, you set the terms of your engagement, build out your tower network, and train your NFT based troops to attack. So that's going to be pretty cool. I believe it's going to be pretty cool. we have right now, we just have a couple screenshots of that, but I look forward to that. Right now, it looks like currently the main NFT is the level 1 arrow tower. So to be continued, I'll say. Recently, a new game was announced called Echoes of Empire. The genre is a strategy 4X, and the developer is Ion Games. It's currently in a status of pending node vote. So this whole pending node vote, what that means is there is going to be 50,000 founder nodes. So those will essentially be the blockchain nodes for the Gala Games that will run the game. So if a person wants to acquire a node, and disclaimer, I myself, I own a node, and with that, you get to vote on games that would be added to the Gala Games platform. So, right now it's pending node vote, and let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have here. So we visit the store. So Echoes of Empire. Echoes of Empire is an epic sci-fi strategy game set within a galaxy at war. In-game, players will be able to build, upgrade, and own a fleet of epic spaceships used to control their sector of the galaxy. Players will decide to go solo or join up in massive guilds to wage combat over the scarce resources circulating the system. Once they obtain enough resources, they will need to muster and master the economic centers of their command station, where they can upgrade warships, craft new weapons, and repair their fleet. Player ownership of in-game assets is a central mechanic, and players will have the ability to own major sectors of the galactic system. What kind of galactic warlord are you? Find out in Echoes of Empire. So this looks like one of those, Star Trek-y type games where you're taking up real estate in space, or just zones. I don't know much about this game, but looks interesting. So we'll see in time for that. So that's Echoes of Empire, and then here we have the Gala node. So let's just take a look at the Gala node. The Gala network is supported by users just like you who operate Gala nodes from their home computers. By buying a license to operate a Gala node, you open up opportunities to receive rewards for your contribution to the network. This can include Gala, limited edition NFTs, and opportunities to help the Gala Games ecosystem grow. So just to let you know, I am not a financial advisor. Please do not take what I say as financial advice. But just letting you know again, I myself have an interest in supporting the ecosystem, so I have a node. And if you want to join with me in this this great adventure, I would suggest that you can click my link to register and create your own Gala Games account, which will help me as well to, as a node owner, to gain what are essentially our points, which helps increase the amount of Gala you get. So when you run a Gala node, you are guaranteed to attain Gala per day. There's a distribution per day, and then you can also see how many nodes are online. There will be 50,000 founder nodes, and then after that it'll shift to a different model. I believe people will then be able to rent nodes for specific games, and then later down the road I think it may pivot over to free nodes where players can still play or use those nodes to play and then earn Gala. I don't have the full specifics, so that's down the line. So we'll circle back there so I can be more accurate with that. Let's take a look. with the Gala node ecosystem, their core philosophy. With the Gala node, you own your own content. The tight control of assets and game accounts has stifled a lot of creative thinking. The decentralized Gala Games ecosystem aspires to blow the doors wide open and give players back the control they deserve. If you win a magical sword in a game on the Gala Game platform, it is yours. It is a verifiable asset on the blockchain you can trade to another person or play with in-game. We do not have the power to take the sword away from you. We can't stop another company from making a game where the sword is also in use. So that's pretty cool. Like, you could get, say for example, sword from Mirandis, and if there's another game that's developed, they could use that same sword in another game. That's pretty epic. So from Gala Games, they're also saying we want to encourage the possibilities in the space. Own the roadmap. The decentralized Gala Games ecosystem wants players to not only own their in-game items, but also for Gala Games players to have a voice in how the Gala Games roadmap develops. Players and node owners will be enlisted via distributed voting mechanisms to help determine what games should be added to the platform or what should be funded by the decentralized Gala Games ecosystem. So this is their philosophy, and just something to note, the Gala nodes, these founder nodes, you shouldn't look at them as an investment opportunity. Don't look at it like from a perspective of ROI. Just look at it as you are specifically interested in the ecosystem where you can, participate and support the Gala Games platform. And the great thing is, there will be benefits of getting daily Gala token distributions on a daily basis, and you may run into some luck and attain an NFT. I know of someone that actually is one of my friends on crypto Twitter who luckily was able to get dropped one of the L's in Mirandis, so that was pretty nifty. And if you recall seeing what they sell for, that's a pretty epic drop for that person. So I'm happy for them. I'm still hoping one day that I get one of those drops, but best of luck to us all. One thing to note too, there is essentially if you were to register, you can also upgrade your membership to get what's called a Gala Gold membership, and it's relatively inexpensive. And what that'll do is, if you are in the Gala Games Discord, it will allow you to unlock a Gala Gold channel where you can kind of get sneak peeks and get I'll say more information before the masses do. It's pretty cool. I love it, and I'm going to definitely stay involved in that. So again, help the ecosystem grow. And if you enjoy this video, please go ahead and click my sign up link in the description below so you can register, and we'll be linked. We'll be linked, and we'll become friends, and we'll go on this journey together. You also have this option to get Gala. You get, like I was saying, you can, if you own a node and operate it, you gain Gala, and the way that works is you'd have to have your node running for a minimum of 6 hours a day. So that's how that works. You can also invite your friends to play, and you'll receive points in the daily distribution. But I believe that's for Gala node owners, or if you even if you didn't have a node, if you were to register and then invite your friends, and they then register from your invite, and they get a node, you would then earn Gala too, from what I recall seeing. anyone in the comments, because I'm also new to this and we're doing this together. I am not the end all be all. So if there is anything that I mentioned that is not accurate, please let me know in the comments. I definitely would appreciate that. Also, the gala can be attained from these various exchanges and AMM platforms. I did see some news that Hotbit is also, allowing for the trade of the Gala token. So that, I'll say, is it. Later on, what I'll do is make more videos about the specific games and get more into detail for those games. I'll pretty much start out with Townstar and also get into Mirandis for the time being, and then we rock together on this. So I appreciate you for spending half an hour of your day with me just to go over Gala Games. Just let you know, I myself feel like Gala Games will change the landscape for gaming. So I just felt compelled to share, my personal opinion and experience on this. I appreciate you, and please, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and take care. Don't forget to tap the notification bell.